Talk, shop, pop, movies.
Ahoy there, this is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile. And if you are a convicted cinephile yourself, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel down below. On my channel, I like to talk, shop, and pop open, that is, movies and physical media. So today I'm finally going to do my final Oscar-winning predictions for 2022. I have my Gold Derby choices up here, so it'll be the same as I'm doing online. I'm not going to say one thing and actually do another. This is what I'm going to go with. Better or worse. I will do the short categories just for the sake of including everything, because that's what's fair to do, right? Hashtag show all the categories on TV and not pre-record 8 of them like fucking assholes. So, best live action short, I have The Long Goodbye. Based on nothing other than that's like the number one thing at the odds, and Riz Ahmed is in it and produced it. So it'd be cool if Riz Ahmed got an Oscar for a short film. Why not, right? Documentary short, The Queen of Basketball, the same thing. That's just seems to be the favorite. Best animated short, Robin Robin. They like things with animals, and the Pixar one did get nominated. Right? Come on. Best international film, Drive My Car. No questions asked. If it gets in for picture, director, and screenplay, it better win international feature. That's all I'm saying. Documentary feature. This one could actually go in a couple different ways. I'm going to go Summer of Soul, because that seems to be the favorite this year. I would be not surprised whatsoever if Flea won, considering it's the first film ever to be nominated for animated film, international film, and documentary. It would be cool if it won something. This is probably the one it would be easiest for it to win. Summer of Soul was lucky to get nominated based on the trend of not nominating the front runners lately. Best animated feature, I'm going to go Encanto. Once again, it could be Flea if they want to give it to something, but I think Encanto, if it's going to win anything, it's going to win this. Everyone likes it right now. It came out at the right time. Encanto. Best visual effects, Dune, no competition. Best sound, Dune, no competition. Best song, if We Don't Talk About Bruno was eligible to win, that would be winning. But Dos Oruguitos is the song they submitted to the Oscars because they didn't know it was going to be so damn popular. So because of that, I'm just going to go with No Time to Die from No Time to Die. And we're back. My son heard me say the words We Don't Talk About Bruno, so he immediately wanted to start singing it on the Alexa. Best score. This is a good category. Oh, here comes my co-host Oliver. Here he is. I'm going to go Dune. Hans Zimmer is overdue for yet another Oscar. He hasn't won since The Lion King. Dune's score is awesome. It's all about the bagpipes, in my opinion. Like, whenever that kicked in the movie, I was like, oh my God. I'm not even like a huge Dune stan, but there's a few things you can't deny it. So I'm going to go Dune there. I would be happy if Power of the Dog won for score, because Johnny Greenwood needs an Oscar something fierce. And I love Power of the Dog. I like it more than Dune. Production design, I'm going to go Dune. I think Nightmare Alley should win. It's better production design. It's all practical. Dune has like that thing where it's like, yeah, it all looks awesome, but how much of it is really there? That's just what I think. Might be more than you think. Who knows? But that's just all I feel about Dune. I feel the special effects might be carrying the production design a little more than Nightmare Alley. I'll just put it that way. But they both won the Art Directors Guild Awards for their particular genre. So it could go either way. It'd be cool if Nightmare Alley won something. I like when they spread the wealth. Give Nightmare Alley what it's best at, and that's production design. Hear my cat purring. Hair and makeup. It's going to be yet another actress makeup / actor makeup matchup here with the Eyes of Tammy Faye, I think. Dune could win. I mean, Dune's going to win the most awards, I believe. What they are going to be is yet to be seen. Film editing. This one is strange because the BAFTAs went for... God, I'm going to mix them up in my head now. No Time to Die, I think? Yeah. The BAFTAs went, because it's British. The BAFTAs went for No Time to Die, which isn't nominated. The Critics' Choice went for West Side Story, which isn't nominated. And the Ace Eddies Guild went for King Richard, which is nominated, and Tick Tick Boom, which is nominated. But yet, everyone still thinks Dune's going to win editing, which it very well might. I am predicting it, mostly because the thing that wins editing and sound are often similar or the same, especially back when there was 2 sound categories like there still should be. That's honestly the only reason, besides the fact that I think it's just going to be a tech sweeper, that I'm picking Dune for editing. Costume design, Cruella. I mean, it was like tailor-made, no pun intended, to win this award. So that's the one thing it's going to get. Cinematography, it's another one that could be a tighter race than people think. All 5 of these could win, and it would be great. Like, there's not a weak nominee here. This is probably my favorite category this year, and it's the only one where, like, if anything won, I'd be equally happy. But once again, I'm going for Dune because of my quasi-reliable stat of cinematography matching the visual effects award winners more often than not during the preferential ballot era, especially. So that's why I'm picking Dune over Power of the Dog. Otherwise, I think it's going to be Power of the Dog if it's not Dune. Original screenplay. I was going to pick Licorice Pizza until it lost at the Writers Guild Awards when Belfast wasn't even eligible, but it somehow lost to Don't Look Up for some fucking reason. It still won the BAFTA, which is a good sign. I hope Licorice Pizza wins because I want Paul Thomas Anderson to win an Oscar. He's been nominated 11 times and hasn't won. But the same can be said for Kenneth Branagh, who has had 8 nominations now and has never won. I finally watched Belfast the other night, and it's a very charming script. If it deserves to win anything, it is that. And I like Kenneth Branagh a lot. He's a cool guy. Adapted screenplay is going to be Coda, it looks like. It won the Writers Guild, even though it had no competition there. Power of the Dog, Drive My Car weren't eligible. But it won the BAFTA. That was the surprising thing. And for it to win without having a Best Picture nomination at the BAFTAs is even more impressive. Coda's definitely got a last-minute surge of love going for it after the SAG Awards. Supporting actor, since I'm on the topic, Troy Kotsur for Coda. I'd be fine with either Cody Smith-McPhee or Troy Kotsur winning. I don't care. It'd be nice if Power of the Dog got an acting award because it's my favorite movie of the year out of at least the choices that I have here. Cody Smith-McPhee is the more layered, subtle performance, and then Troy Kotsur is the more pulls at your heartstrings, adorable performance that everyone likes. They're both equally good in like opposite ways, basically. So as long as either of those 2 wins, I'm happy. But I think Coda is going to do an unprecedented sweep and win all 3 things it's up for, which is ridiculous. I might do another video on that later or tomorrow, too. Supporting actress, Ariana DeBose, no question. She's won everything. Best actor, Will Smith. He won the BAFTA, which means he's invincible at this point. I would prefer if Benedict Cumberbatch or Andrew Garfield won, but that's just me. Will Smith, he's been at it for 30 years or so. He's been working hard. He was our biggest movie star at a point, and he can act when he needs to, as we can see in this movie. King Richard. This thing. Does anyone else have one of these? That just has to be near you whenever you're doing anything. Best actress. This category is weird because none of the BAFTA nominees got nominated at the Oscars. I'm going to go Jessica Chastain solely based on the fact that she won SAG and the Critics' Choice. So she's overdue and I'd like her to win. Honestly, based on that. Nicole Kidman already has an Oscar. She doesn't need a second one, especially for this movie. Olivia Colman just won a few years ago. She's great in The Lost Daughter, but once again, she doesn't need one 3 years later or whatever it is. But I think Jessica Chastain finally has a chance. Kind of like Will Smith or King Richard because she produced the movie and it was important to her and it's winning makeup most likely. And like I said, those things go together a lot, just like Meryl Streep and The Iron Lady, which she shouldn't have won for that. It should have been Viola Davis for The Help. I mean, come on, seriously. No one likes it. Who cares about The Iron Lady? Nobody gives a shit. The only reason people remember it is because Meryl Streep won for it. Best Director, Jane Campion all the way. She's won essentially everything. Anything important. And everything televised. Whether or not this is the film's only win, which it might be looking that way. I mean, that's the only thing I have it for, which is crazy. With 12 nominations, at least it won't go empty-handed because Jane Campion is like a lock for Best Director. And that's cool. We'll have 2 female directors winning in a row. 3rd of all time, which is sad but true. And she's overdue as well. She's been in it for 30 years or so. She won a screenplay for The Piano back in 1993 when Schindler's List won Best Picture. So now she's up against Spielberg again, and now she's going to beat him this time, but in director. That's cool. Best Picture, the big one, the weird one. I'm going to go Coda. Statistically, it shouldn't be winning. I'm going to make a video about that later today or tomorrow. But it just shouldn't be. I'll get more into that in that video. But I'm still going to pick it because of its last-minute surge of love, winning all these screenplay awards. The only place it's nominated in a lot of these places beyond Troy Kotsur. It's a movie that everyone likes or loves. It's easy to watch. Nobody hates it. Like, if you hate that movie, there's probably just something wrong with you on an emotional level, honestly. You could think it's a little generic and cheesy, but it's still a good watch. It's like Green Book, where it's like, oh, that's a nice movie. Anyone can watch it and go, oh, that was nice. And it's awesome for the deaf community, which makes it even that much better than Green Book, in my opinion. Because Green Book already came out and won Best Picture in 1989. It was called Driving Miss Daisy. I don't know if you remember that. And second, I have Power the Dog. It seems to be between those two at this point. Belfast was the early front runner. Now it's going to be lucky if it wins screenplay, and honestly, I'm happy about that. Dune missed its directing nomination, and it's a part one, which hurts it. It'll win all the techs, kind of like Mad Max did a handful of years ago. It'll probably be the biggest winner of the night with 5 or 6 awards potentially. But Best Picture will not be one of them. King Richard is another weird one that if it ended up winning editing and actor, I could see it winning Best Picture, even if it doesn't have a directing nomination, because it at least has editing and it'll at least win an acting nomination. So it's goofy. It's a weird year. This is the perfect year for something weird like Coda winning to happen. It'll sweep all 3 of its awards, and it has to for it to make any sense. So that is it. I'm going to shut up now. Those are my final predictions. This is Oliver's Tale and Butt. I'm Derek, the Convicted Cinephile. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Talk, shop, pop, movies.